The fifth Sunday of Easter. The readings are from Acts 6, 1-7, Peter 2, 4-9, and John 14, 1-12. A human being is part of a whole, called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. We experience ourselves, our thoughts and feelings, as something separate from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of our consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and affections for a few persons near us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in all its beauty. Albert Einstein, 1879-1955. Jesus' mission was to choose and form a small community of men and women whose mission was to spread his word to the ends of the earth. In forming this small community of diverse believers, the apostles encountered several problems. To find solutions, the leaders held what we might call a synod, the gathering of community to decide how to resolve each problem. By widening the circle of compassion, speaking up, and listening to one another, they formed a Christian community of believers. Pope Francis reminds us, when conflicts in community are not resolved, but kept hidden, silence can lead to complicity in grave misdeeds and sins. Authentic reconciliation does not flee from conflict, but is achieved in conflict, resolving it through dialogue and open and honest and patient negotiations. In the Acts of the Apostles, the widows and their supporters spoke out because the needs of the poor and vulnerable were being ignored by the rich and powerful. The leaders took the problems to community as a sign of the validity of the complaint. They came up with a solution they could live with. Pope Francis believes authentic community calls us to genuine dialogue, looking at the other with care, listening deeply, touching the other, speaking, cultivating compassion, and creating a culture of encounter. Sister Mary McClone from the NCR believes we cannot build community without encounter. We cannot be the chosen race, a royal priesthood, a spiritual house, without opening ourselves to one another especially in our differences. Jesus calls us to enter him in today's gospel. Jesus calls us to enter into him. May all be one, as you, Father, are one in me, and I in you, that they may be one in us. I am the way, the truth, and the life, he says. This is our call. Are we up to it?